Hello and welcome back, or if this is your first time here, my name is Siobhan and I'm happy to have you. So, despite the fact that I seem to be slowly getting adult acne and my hair is a mess, I can't put off doing this video because I really want this to be a Friday the 13th giveaway because Friday the 13th is very near and dear to my heart. I just love Friday the 13th. I always have. I also have an irrational fear of the number 14. I've always hated Saturday the 14th. So I need to get this posted tomorrow because if I wait until Saturday the 14th, my channel's going to crash and you'll never see me on social media again. I don't know. Like I said, it's irrational. The giveaway. So this is my Blue Blood palette. This is the Blue Blood palette. Blah, blah. So this is my Blue Blood palette, and this is the Blue Blood palette that still has its sticker on it, still in the box, and has not been opened because I wanted to do a giveaway. So there will be other things in the giveaway, but because I didn't really plan well for this, I don't know what they're going to be yet. They will be up on my Instagram, showing what else is coming with this. This will obviously be like the main thing, but there will be other items. Yeah, you'll just have to check my Instagram to see what else I'm doing. But since I haven't done a video using this, and honestly, I've barely used my own palette. Looking at it, I don't think you can tell that I've used it at all. If somehow you have managed not to see this, this is the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, and it is a really, everything's just falling off of my desk. It is a really interesting palette. It's very pretty. I didn't use it when I got it because I've had blue hair, and I felt like blue hair and blue eyeshadow was just a little much. And you can do some natural looks with this palette, but that's not why I got it. And any natural looks that I could do with this palette, realistically, I can probably do with other palettes. And I was saving it until I could do a giveaway. So what I'm going to do here is put some makeup on my face and do a look with this. I don't know what my issue is right now. I've had a lot of coffee, not a lot, 12 ounces of cold brew, which is a lot when I haven't been drinking caffeine really at all. I don't want to pick at my face. I can feel the spots and it makes it very hard not to pick at my face. And I have this one little teeny tiny one, like you can't even hardly see it. It's like right on my lip line. And I just having a difficult time with not picking. I would like to say, and I say this every time I talk about having any kind of acne, I realize that my acne is not very bad. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. I've been very lucky throughout my life when it comes to acne, and so I just am mentioning it because it's something different for me and I'm not used to it, and it's annoying. And I've always, like, I have a lot of empathy for people who have experienced like major breakouts, and I would not wish it on anybody. I'm just doing my eyes first because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've made no decisions whatsoever. I think I'm just gonna set that down with Wealthy, which is like the off-white beige color in here. I've had a few really rough days as far as just like how I've been feeling. I have had massive fatigue. I had a few really, really good days, like really good days, followed by some bad days. The good days, though, we went to this state park that is near where I live. I'm gonna start with I'm cold in the crease. So we went to this local state park and they have like a primitive playground, which is pretty cool. It's just like made, like handmade from wood. They have like a teeter-totter that's just like one log with two little logs, and this train thing, and a tether ball, and like a zip line, like just a little one. Like you don't have to, there's not anybody there like monitoring it or anything. So lots of cool stuff, and it was a ton of fun. I love teeter-totters. Like they were one of my favorite things when I was a kid, which was unfortunate because I didn't usually have somebody to do the teeter-totter with me. So it was super exciting that my boyfriend was totally like up for getting on the other side of the teeter-totter. I didn't think he was going to like be into it. For one, he is 6'5" and I am 5'3", and I probably weigh more than him, actually, by a decent amount. He's like tall and really skinny, and I'm short and fat. So I was pretty excited that he was willing to do it, although he ended up, we had the dog with us, and he went to pick up the dog at one point. We just have like a little Boston Terrier, and he fell off of the teeter-totter and hurt himself. Like not bad, but like bruised his ribs, and I feel so bad, and I felt so bad when it happened. But we hung out for a while, and I played tetherball with our dog. And when I say I play tetherball with the dog, I mean I literally play tetherball with the dog. He can jump really high, so I would like hit it. My boyfriend was standing on the other side of the tetherball because the dog was on a leash. And so I would like hit it so that it would go up above the dog, and he would jump for it and then like come around. And once in a while, like it would go low enough that he would be able to hit it back. And I would have let him hit it more, except when he would hit it, he would keep running with it, and then he would get his leash like caught around the tetherball pole. But it was really cute. And it was fun, and it was so nice to just like get out of the house and go do something, like just anything, because for the most part I don't get out of the house very much, partly because I don't usually feel very good. My boyfriend works overnight, so he's usually sleeping during the day, and I don't necessarily want to go do things by myself. So it was nice, is the point. We took the dog out for a nice walk in nature and just enjoyed ourselves. And I think we're going to probably go again this weekend. We went the weekend before. We just went for a walk, just the two of us, to see if they had somewhere that we could take the dog. So it's been fun. This blue is Skippy on my eyelids. This is Blue Monday, by the way. I'm gonna try a different brush. This is a Rephr 02 brush. And I'm gonna try just packing it on instead of trying to go back and forth. So I will say it's been very nice here the last few days. I'm happy that winter, at least for the time being, seems to be over. I don't want to say winter is completely over because it likes to surprise me and just randomly come back every now and again. So then I'm going to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in white. I'm sorry, in Fair 00. It's white. And then I'm just going to take Crystal Flesh on a flat synthetic brush. And just tap right on there. That is so much lighter on my skin tone than I expected it to be. It looks much darker in the pan. I decided to start over. So if my eyes look a little red, it's because what I was doing wasn't working and I got frustrated and decided that it was better to just start over than to just do a look that I was really unhappy with. This is the ABH eye primer. I am just going to start by going in with Wealthy, which is the shade here, to set that down just up along the top. I'm not going to set the bottom because I'm planning on doing kind of a cut crease sort of situation. So setting it would be sort of counterproductive. Gonna still try to do something similar. I'm gonna start out again with I'm Cold, which is this nice powder blue color right through the crease and basically up to my brow bone. So I read an article the other day about health professionals trying to get rid of daylight savings, like lobbying to get rid of daylight savings time. Does anybody actually like daylight savings time? I think this is off a little bit. Like, is it useful for anybody? Why is it a thing that still exists? It's so dumb. We live in a time where I see absolutely no use for it. I find it difficult to see how there was ever a use for it. But that's just me kind of being cynical, I suppose. Okay, so here's the question. Do I continue to try for the bright blue? Or do I go with Flourishing, which is this nice green? Like, it's not green, really. It's more of like a turquoise color. I feel like I needed to use Mint Tea if I was going to go with Flourishing. So I'm going to sort of go for the same look that I had going. I'm just going to hopefully do a better job of it this time. Well, it's interesting. It doesn't seem to be patchy at all where it's just straight onto the primer, but where it's over top of the other shade, it doesn't seem to want to stick to that. I mean, at this point, I really doubt that you're looking for a review of this palette because, again, it's been out for ages. I think it came out like a year ago. So It's not new, and a million people have done reviews on it. I just feel like if I'm putting it on my eyeballs, I should talk about the experience that I'm having. And obviously, since I'm giving this away, and I purchased both of these with my own money, I want it to be a great palette. I don't want it to have issues, but I'm also not going to pretend the issues don't exist if they do. And this shade, it's a gorgeous shade, but I do also see how this shade would be very difficult to formulate because it's almost like a blue purple. Like it's a very vibrant blue, but it definitely has a little bit of a purple undertone, and two very difficult shades to do are blue and purple, so. I'm gonna go in with a Blue Blood between Blue Monday and I'm Cold. It's just sort of an in-between shade to help blend that out a little bit. This is one that you would definitely want to make sure you did your eyes before your face makeup so that you can clean up the fallout, especially with these shades, because even just a tiny bit of fallout could entirely ruin your base. I was gonna try and do what I was doing before, but I think that I'm gonna leave this. Like, I kind of like it and I don't want to ruin it. I'm just gonna go in with a black eyeliner. This is Hank and Henry Blickety Black. I get paranoid every time I use this eyeliner when I'm looking in the mirror because this part of it is brown. And I always think I'm like, did I grab a brown one? I don't think they even have a brown. I'm gonna use Unlimited Blue by Makeup Forever in my waterline to kind of bring out that color that I diffused it with, because my eyes are so like purple underneath. I'm having a hard time distinguishing what is fallout and what is just my skin. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Corrector in Lavender. For foundation, I'm going to use the Too Faced Do You in Snow. I'm just trying to use this up. I didn't put down any primer because I don't plan on keeping this makeup on for very long, because doing an Olaplex treatment means that I'm going to have to wash my hair, which is also why I'm using a foundation that I don't necessarily love. Although I don't think I've ever used this foundation without a primer. And I think it's going on better than it's ever gone on before. Maybe that's the secret to this foundation. Not using a primer. I'm also using a dry sponge, which is just a thing that I've liked doing lately. This is a Real Techniques sponge. Alright, for my under eyes, I'm going to do Blue Blood. If I had named these shades, which obviously I did not name these shades or have anything to do with naming these shades or even know these shades were being named when they were being named. But if I had named these shades, I would have switched Blue Blood and Blue Monday. I would have called the brighter one Blue Blood and the softer one Blue Monday. Just thought I'd share that for absolutely no reason at all. Okay, and then I'm gonna take I'm Cold. And just fill in my eye bags. If you've watched my videos before, then you might know that I really like to just color in my eye bags. Just, you know, make them part of the overall look. Let them have their moment. Don't want to leave the eye bags out. I'm going to try again with Crystal Flesh right on my inner corner. So I know it's not actually from this palette, but it is from Jeffree Star. This is my Regina George highlighter, which I got in a mystery box last year. And I'm going to use a little bit of that on my inner corner. And just bring some pink in. Okay, just a tiny bit. And then we're gonna do highlighter. This is the Supreme Frost in Wet Dream. I like these Supreme Frosts, but I do and I don't. Like, I have a love-hate relationship because I love how, like, blingy they are, but I don't love how much glitter they have. Like, glitter highlighters is just not my thing. But also, it's really pretty, so I use it anyway. Pardon me. For blush, I'm going to use Hourglass Diffused Heat. Using the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow. For mascara, I'm using the Butter London Power Up Mascara. For lipstick, I feel like it's only right that I use Jeffree Star, so I'm going to be using a Jeffree Star lip liner in the shade Calabasas. And then I'm using Can't Relate. If you want to know how to enter the giveaway, I am going to try and find a generator. So there's one that I was looking at that was called Gleamio, I think. I don't remember for sure, but I'll have the link down in the description box to enter the giveaway. I just realized I didn't do my eyebrows. I'm probably not going to. I'm going to be taking a shower soon. So, I'm not sure how I feel about how this eye look turned out. Mostly just how, like, the inner corner turned out. I like the rest of it. I don't know. I do like how, like, the blues turned out. I wish I would have done something different. I wish I would have used either, like, the white or one of the light blue shimmers for the inner corner. Even with the pink, like, it did a thing that I kind of like, but I'm not really sure about it. I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of gross today. And I thought putting on makeup was really going to help. And I feel kind of better, but also just kind of like I need to take a shower. You know that feeling? Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed watching me totally mess up my makeup and then redo my makeup and talk about my weekend. This is the part where I always get awkward because I would really love for people to subscribe, but I always feel weird about asking people to subscribe. Yeah, I know that a lot of people... I just dropped my highlighters. So here's hoping they're okay. I know that a lot of people who want this probably already have it. But if you don't, or if you know somebody else that wants it, like if you win it and you give it away to somebody else, like I'm not going to be upset about that at all. If you win it and you sell it, that's a little shady, but it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Yep. Okay. Hopefully you like this video, even though I am in a really weird mood today and stuff. Yep. Okay. Happy Friday the 13th. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Bye.